everyone, it's Laura from Day by Day in Our World and Life Beyond Kids. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about hair care, and specifically an issue I have now that I'm well into my 40s, all this lovely gray and white, which at times I feel like makes me look a little bit older. However, I don't want to get into that cycle of really harsh hair dye and going to the salon every couple of weeks to make sure everything's nice and covered. So I'm going to test a new to me product, this Gray Away Enhanced Henna, and it's enhanced because they do add just a tiny bit of dye into the product, and that's going to help really cover the gray better than if it was just a straight henna rinse. So we're going to look, it says to make sure your hair is all dry and clean, and it pretty much is. It suggests wearing gloves. Henna is known for turning everything kind of red, and I don't want to have reddish brown hands for the rest of the week. That wouldn't be very appealing. So this does not come with gloves when you order it. They just say go to your local store and pick up a box of gloves. Alright, so I've got my gloves on. It says to empty it into a bowl, and you want to put hot water, and it's equal amounts. Now this is resealable, but when you read a little bit further on here, it does talk about that this does not last, that the contents is really for one use. So I'm guessing this packaging is really more about making sure nothing can easily fall out. So it's really double packaged. So this is empty because we have this lovely green. Okay, so I've got scissors, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut the package. And the color I'm doing is dark brown. My natural color of hair has gotten darker over the years, and so that's sort of what it is. Okay. So I've got here, we want to make a paste, and it says 3 parts water to 1 part henna powder. And that looks like a couple of cups. I'm going to eyeball it with some hot water. And this is sort of what it looks like. And it does say tap water is fine. You don't have to go getting distilled water to do this. Okay. And I'm just going to mix this because I want to make something that's not too thick of a paste to put on, but also not so thin that it's going to just run everywhere when I do this. And I will say this does not have, it has a very earthy kind of smell, so if you're wanting something that smells great, this is not going to be it. I'm not sure whether, but then again, any hair color product I've used has had some kind of smell to it. At least this smells like I'm outside digging in the garden versus chemicals. Okay, so this is getting a little thick, but before I add more water, I'm going to do something they recommend, which is to add a tablespoon or 2 of apple cider vinegar. Green before, but okay. So let's see, soft, not too thick or thin, so it can be applied to the hair. And this is sort of the thickness it is right now, which is kind of thick. So I'm going to add just a tiny bit. Well, actually I'm not going to add any more water because I want it to stay on my hair. I don't want it to go all over the place. Even though I'm going to be as careful as I can, I'm wearing a t-shirt that if it gets on it and ruins the t-shirt, I'm not going to be heartbroken. So wear your grubby clothes. Okay, it says to use a brush or comb for application, applying henna with a brush working from roots upwards. Now I do not have a brush that I can really use for that, so I'm going to have to just do the best with my hands for that. And you don't want to let the paste sit too long. And it says to pile up on top of your head and get a damp towel to wipe off anything that gets onto your skin. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to kind of do this in sections. for my hair, and I'm going to start at the top because I'm going to be piling everything up to the top. And because I don't have a brush to do this, I'm just going to kind of slather it. And I really, most of my, where I really notice my gray is up here anyway, so I want to make sure I'm paying attention and doing a good job and not getting it all over my hair. Or not getting it all over my face. I do want it on my hair. So I'm going to try to get that to just stay in place so I can do another section of hair. Let me know when you're ready. Okay, so I've got my hair pretty much covered. I've used almost all of the henna that I mixed up. There's still a little bit in here, but it's pretty much covered. And something that they gave me is what to use is what, I'm going to stick that on there. It's called a Hydra cap. And this Hydra cap is something I'm going to put it on, and I'm going to then put, use my
diarrhea.
I'm going to use, take off my gloves. You can see this is why you do gloves. Alright, so I'm going to put this over, and then I'm going to use, here, I'm going to use heat to seal it in, and that's going to keep things from leaking down. And really help it moisturize. So this is also great if you want to do a moisturizing treatment. So I've got this down like this. As you can see, as I'm going closer to it, it's kind of shrinking down onto me. So now I'm going to clean up. It's going to take about half an hour to 45 minutes is what they say to let it sit on your hair. I'll wash everything off and be back to show you the final results. Thanks. Okay, so I'm back from having gone and waited 40 minutes, almost 45 minutes, before I went and rinsed it out. And went and rinsed my hair until it no longer had any dye coming out. I will admit that I probably should have added a little bit more water to the mix because it seemed like forever to get everything out of my hair compared to when I've done other hair dyes. And then washed it, and it's in the process of drying right now. You can see there's some spots that I kind of missed, and I think that's more of application error than anything else, but overall my hair is definitely a dark brown. You know, more like what it is, almost blackish, dark brown to almost black. And the color I had was dark brown. So that's the end result, and I'll see how long it ends up lasting. Thanks for watching.